Hello, hello. Today we're going to be looking at how to be brave enough to show up with your sticky, messy, chaotic, stinky truth. And you might have um, tried a lot to be truthful in your life, whether that's in your personal life, in your work life, in your artistic life. And then usually what happens is that we really want to be truthful, but at the last moment, we feel that we might be judged. We feel that we might not be liked. We feel that it's just wrong to feel what we feel. And we end up just suppressing the truth and just putting a mask on top of it. And then we perform being good or being right. And again, whether that's with yourself in your life, avoiding uncomfortable feelings, whether it's in your relationship life, just showing up always confident and ready to go, or in your work life, if you're an actor in an audition, if you're an athlete when you're really practicing your sport, whichever your endeavor is. Really wanting to come from a place of truth because you know that there's nothing else but your truth, everything else is delusional, and knowing that when you're truthful it feels incredible, and so you want that. But then when the stakes are high and when you really want something out of the moment that you're in, again, whether it's a date or an audition, it doesn't matter what the circumstance is, you might feel like, oh no, 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 I can't be truthful right now. I feel anger, I feel fear, and I should just suppress that and put a mask on top of it and just cope, just pretend, just fake it till you make it, look confident, look good, and let's do it. And so when we do that, the problem is we might get away with it, for a meeting, an event, an audition, a performance where you put a mask on top of your truth, and you get to the end of the event, your performance, your audition, and you're like, oh, I did it, and I'm fine, I survived it. But the thing is that there's no fulfillment, because there's actually no self experience. So if you are going to deny some of your feelings, if you're going to close the door of the fountain of truth that's moving through you, you're basically closing the door to everything that moves through you. And so the only thing that's left is pretending and faking and performing. And when you're doing that, you're inevitably walking away from the possibility of being fulfilled. You're walking away from the possibility of feeling full life moving through you because you're repressing the life that you're feeling in that moment. The life that's in you are the emotions that you feel, that you uniquely and truthfully feel. And so if you're not going to feel them, you're going to like tighten your instrument and suppress it and deny the truth that's moving through, you inevitably have to put something fake on top. And so usually if you've done that a lot and you've started to feel the pain of not being in your truth, you might have done a lot of therapy and you might have tried a lot of things. You might have looked all places to find how to not feel that yucky feeling of not being yourself. And you might have been going through loops of that because there's no really external recipe, there's no method, there's no incredible teacher, or guru or mentor which can give you your truth. So what I'm going to invite you to consider in this live is that the emotions that you do feel, the ones that are uncomfortable, not the ones that are socially acceptable and valued, but the uncomfortable ones, the repressed ones like anger, shame, sadness, fear, are really where your life force is. And so you want to be able to show up to life and to the auditions and to the events that you're working on, to the dates, to the relationship events, to the social events that you're part of with your truth. It doesn't mean asking others to take care of your feelings. It still means that you want to be responsible for what you feel and not blame or project them on others or ask others to carry your emotions. You want to be responsible always of your emotions, but it's really only when you're going to show up from a place of truth, no matter what that truth is, that you will feel relatable, that you will be present, that people will actually experience, feel you, and taste you. So, in the case of all the professional endeavors that you can be involved in, for example, acting, performing, dancing, singing, you want to be making sure that everything that makes you you in the present moment is allowed to flow freely. And when that happens, you're so alive, you're so present, you're so tangible that people can feel you, sense you, see you, experience you, and be moved by you. And when you're showing up with a mask, trying to hide all those socially unacceptable feelings, those uncomfortable feelings, and you're trying to put a face of confidence on top, people can't feel you, they can't sense you, they can't experience you because you're denying the life that's moving through. So, in the work that we do in the Reset community, we help people to reconnect with how pure and powerful and beautiful and necessary it is to feel your emotions. So it's not about healing, it's not about even accepting, it's about going all the way, about understanding that you were meant to feel these emotions. If they are moving through you right now, it means they have a validity in you right now and they need to be felt fully and expressed fully, because as you do that, it's like that's your human technology. As you feel your feelings, you are getting information from your nervous system and you're getting the downloads that will help you get clarity and make your next step. When you're repressing the feelings and when you're hiding them, when you're making them wrong and judging them, you're basically disregarding, um, you're basically walking away from all the intelligence that is pouring through you. There's massive intelligence pouring through your system for what your system needs in every moment. And that's happening with your emotions. So, again, your emotions are not just something to take care of or to heal or to fix or to improve about. It's literally the opposite. They are the solution that you're looking for. They are the things you want to follow and go towards so that you get to the next nugget of truth that your instrument has in store for you. If you're not going to listen to your emotions that are moving through you, you're unable to be in your body, to be present, to be listening to what works and what doesn't, to what is needing more of you, less of you, to needing a left or right, an up or down. You want to be listening to your emotions as the most important guidance system that you have, rather than listening to what the authorities around you are saying. You want to reconnect with those emotions again, not just by accepting them, but really by devoting yourself to those emotions so that you do get the information that they contain for you, the wisdom that they contain for you, the intelligence that they contain for you, the divine information that they contain for you. And so the reason we're not doing that in our world is because we've all been raised in a culture where we suppress emotions and we behave and we pretend and we try to make sure that we're confident and like everybody else. When in fact, what nature built in you is a capacity to feel so that you are in touch with your divine intelligence. And when you're trying to not feel that or to suppress that or to improve that or to fix that or even to heal that, you're still very far away from your unique design and technology, which is to absolutely honor that, to embrace that, to devote yourself to everything that is moving through you and processing through you. Because that is your human technology. And we talk about technology a lot nowadays. And you do have a human technology. And you're asked not to ever listen to it. You're asked to distrust it. You're asked to put something on top of it, a behavior, and be like everybody else, and suppress or hide your feelings or go feel them behind closed walls or in your bedroom or with a shrink that can heal you because you're a little bit sick, when actually, really, the emotions are not the problem. They're the solution. They're all you ever had and all you ever will have as a human. To They're your fuel, they're your intelligence, they are what makes you alive and what gives you your guidance. They are everything to you that makes you you. So if you're an artist, if you're an actor, if you're an athlete, if you're anyone who is wanting to really be fully in their truth, in their experience, and fully expressed, you definitely want to dare to feel those, and therefore to maybe not fit what you think people are expecting of you. But there's no change, no art, no breakthrough, no um, nothing interesting is ever going to happen if you're not going to be in your truth. That's it. That's where your genius is, that's where your gift is in you honoring what's actually happening in reality in you. And again, the reason you're not doing it right now and you're choosing to suppress those uncomfortable feelings and to behave and look good is because you've been raised to do that. You've been trained to do that. So there's no other way that you're able to show up. But your original design, and you might remember the sensations of being you when you were very little, are not about controlling any of that. They are about fully expressing all of your sensations, your fear, stomping on the floor, your rage, yelling. And you can just look at little children on playgrounds and in the street or on Instagram, and you'll see the full expression of an emotion. It doesn't take a long time, and it will make the being who is feeling the emotion go through something and then alchemize it into something else. That's how your intelligence moves through you. Intelligence is not something you get from the outside. You were built intelligent, divinely intelligent, with an incredible technology if you were to listen to it. So, of course, it means, I don't want to use the word risk. Of course, it means caring about you before caring about what others think. And in that, you have to be brave, because in our culture, nobody does that. And it's really always about how people perceive you. So you have to be brave and take that leap and say, I'm going to do me. Because really, if I'm not doing me, what am I doing? There's nothing else than you. So the work we do in our community, in the reset journey, is to actually help people undo the programming and the conditioning that prevents them from being themselves. Because the wiring and the programming of obedience that you've been raised into is built. It's like you had this architecture of suppress and listen to what the others want. And so in the reset journey, we work through that, and at the same time we wake up your instinct so that you're able again to show up as the real, incredible, beautifully messy self that you are in whichever endeavor you're taking part of, whether that's something in your personal life, in your relationship life, in your work life. in your artistic life. It's always going to be who is living that life, you. If you're not living it truly, what's actually there? A fake version of you, which means there's no fulfillment, which means there's no experience, which means there's no impact. So everybody loses if you're not being you. So you really want to make sure that you bow to those emotions that you're feeling, because they are all you have. Everything else is delusional. So yeah, I hope this makes sense. If it does, you can type taster in the comments if you want to taste the work that we do. We work inside the gift economy, so you can pay what you can and give it a try and see if it makes sense inside of your instrument to be you again. All right, I hope this made sense, and I'll see you again in a week, next Monday. All right, thank you guys. Bye. I'm trying to turn off my Instagram with the mouse on my computer, which tells you how messy this is. All right.